Good morning. Uh, it hasn't been 24 hours, but I'm sharing again. Look, I am still in my nightgown. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I had a nightmare last night. I woke up this morning about 7:14. I just got off my bed. The first thing that I noticed it was I have I had a pain. I still have like a pain right here, in my left side. Um, that is it was bothering me a lot more. So I was exhausted. I was in pain, and it was going to be really hard to get out of my bed today. So today I noticed that I did as I always do, which is opening my phone and just scrolling down on social media, not paying attention to anything. It's just a really bad habit. So I caught myself doing it again. So I said I stopped and I said I have to work on this nightmare. So the first thing that I did it was describe my nightmare in my head. Usually you're supposed to write it down because that's gonna help you. But for me, it's really difficult to get out of bed. I don't have energy. I don't want to write. And I'm okay with writing. I actually enjoy writing even if it's nonsense. But when I wake up like this, I don't have energy. I don't have motivation. I don't have a drive. I just want to stay in bed all day, crawl up, hug a pillow, maybe touch my phone every now and then, or watch something on TV. So, not today. Not today. I decided it's time for me to do my exercise. So I did a description. So the nightmare was mainly, or what I can remember from the nightmare, it was that I had a baby. He was a baby boy. He was really cute. I put the clothes on and I brought him home, but I was with my ex. So for some reason, I had this little girl, which she was my daughter. I don't have a little girl like that, right? So my youngest daughter is 12. This little girl was maybe 8, and the little girl took the baby, was in love with the baby, and will be taking care of the baby. So a friend of mine came and asked me. I was in the nightmare. There was a lot of tension already with my ex, and he had this whole attitude towards me. Remember, this is a nightmare, so his attitude was ignoring me. He looks really upset. I was really afraid of him. So a friend of mine, well, she used to be my friend. I don't know where she is now, but she's not the same person anymore. She came over and say, let's go out. Let's go out with this friend of mine. They had happened to be men, and let's just have fun. And my ex left the house before she came, so the baby was with this little girl, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I decided to leave the kid with the baby with the kid. Again, I don't know what I was thinking. I will never do such a thing. Like, I used to bring my kids everywhere that I go because I wouldn't leave my kids alone. Actually, it's still the time when sometimes I'm going out to do something, and I have a 15-year-old, and they know what to do. I have friends really close by. They know both of the neighbors. They have all the emergency contacts. They know what to do. They know how to do it. And I still struggle to leave my kids alone. So in this nightmare, apparently I had no concerns about that baby being with an 8-year-old. I left the kid and I went out. So when I came back, the kid didn't switch the diaper. So I changed the diaper on the baby and took the baby back to my room, I guess. And the baby had a really high fever, and my ex came and he saw me with all these clothes because apparently I went to a big thing because I was really dressed up. I looked really pretty, and he took the baby from me. He said that I was a bad mother, and he took the baby from me, and he was gonna keep the baby and not let me see the baby. And I woke up very desperate because if there is one thing that I am attached to, that I love, and that I do anything for, is my kids. Everything that I do is for my kids. I have worked really hard to provide them with the best that I can. I'm working really hard to make sure that I can afford their college, to try to help them so they don't have to come out of college with student debts like I have. I have massive student debt that I am working on paying off. And I'm gonna pay it off. I'm gonna pay it off in the next 3 years. I'm not gonna spend a lifetime paying these student loans. I'm gonna pay it off in 3 years. That's my goal, and I'm going to accomplish it. But that's besides the point. So that was my nightmare. Again, when I have a nightmare that is very emotional for me, like taking a kid away from me, that is huge for me. That and the chasing me. Actually, I'm not longer being chased in my nightmares, uh, which is great because usually it's like with firearms and everything. It's a whole deal. So that has stopped lately. Hopefully, will continue to be gone. But this one had the same effect as if I was being chased by somebody trying to kill me. This one taking a baby from me is just like killing me. It feels like it, like if somebody was trying to kill me. So, time to change the nightmare, time to rescript the nightmare. The first thing is that we gotta get rid of the ex. And my new dream is gonna be with my boyfriend. So we're gonna switch the ex with the boyfriend, and he is going to be the guy there, and he is the one taking care of the baby, not the little girl, but my boyfriend. So the first part is that. The second part is I'm not dressed up because I am just gonna go out with Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. I find him hilarious. I laugh a lot with him. I laugh a lot with him. I gotta say it. So after going out and having fun with him and doing stupid things like the things that he likes to do with Penny and Leonard and Howard, and then just seeing the whole thing. Then in this dream, I'm going back home and I'm gonna find my boyfriend with the baby sleeping, both of them sleeping. One sleeping on top of the baby sleeping on him, and I am going to close my dream with that image, which is adorable, when a father is with the baby trying to um, get the baby to go sleep, and they both end up falling asleep. So after I did that, of course, I went ahead and I did my stretches, and I'm up. I'm going to jump in the shower, drink my coffee because I have a 10 a.m. staff meeting and I gotta get to it. Before, one more thing that I do want to share with you. Before, when I had a nightmare, I wouldn't be able to get up until at around noon or 1 p.m. because the aches in my body would have get worse. So if you have nightmares, try to rescript your nightmare right away. Don't wait because the pain, the ache in your body is gonna get worse. So mine was mostly here in the neck, but it was also in my back. I still feel a little tension on my back and the tension here in my neck. So I might, while I'm taking a shower, I might stretch my neck a little bit more just to make sure the tension goes away so I can be ready for my 10 a.m. So make sure, keep doing it. Start writing it though. Don't jump to do it the way that I do it right away, because I actually started writing rescripting my nightmare, because it will take some getting used to, right? So what happened, when it happened, what was the affect you the most out of all that. Those are important pieces. I will look to make sure that if I miss anything, and I will share it later if I miss anything. But again, what happened, when it happened, who was involved, all those details are important when you're coming up with your nightmare. Eventually, you're gonna be able to just do it in your bed, in your mind, if that's what you choose to do. Of course, psychologists recommend that you do it in a piece of paper and that you actually write it. So again, that's the way that I do it. That's the way that it works for me. That's what I enjoy. So just make sure that you do it right away, okay? So we can take on the day, so we can have energy, and we can go back to our normal life. I know that this doesn't feel like a normal life, but once you get it processed and over and done with, it's a piece of cake. It's gone. It's good. So again, make sure that you think of someone funny, someone that you find funny, that you laugh a lot with. Add that person into your dream or prescription, and that will help you laugh about it, and you can leave it behind and move on with your day. So I hope this was helpful. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and if you like the video, like the video. Thank you, and you have a great day. Bye.